In Chakra, 2 to 4 players race to harmonize their chakras. Players take their boards and 5 inspiration tokens. Add 3 crystals of each color per player to the bag. Put the lotus board in the middle with the meditation tokens nearby and place 1 face down plenitude token on each karma space. Return the leftover one to the box. Draw crystals to fill the 9 Maya spaces on the lotus board. Players blindly draw a meditation token, then peek at the matching plenitude token on the lotus board to see its value. Now that everyone knows how much they'll score if they harmonize that chakra, start the game. On your turn, you will do one of 3 things. Receive energy. Take 1, 2, or 3 energy crystals from a column on the lotus board's Maya flow. You cannot take more than 1 of the same color, and you must take a negative black energy if 1 is in that column. Place energy. Put the energy crystals in the top bubbles or on a chakra by locking an inspiration token next to it. You cannot add energy to a chakra that's already locked. A chakra cannot hold more than 3 energy, although energy doesn't have to match. When you fill a chakra with 3 of the same color, you've harmonized it. Take the inspiration token back. Now when you channel, or move, energy, you can jump over the harmonized chakra. How do you channel? I'll explain that soon. After you've placed energy, refill the Maya flow from the bag. Negative energy doesn't cost you points, but they clog things up. Move them to the bottom to alleviate them. These will score at the end, but they do have another purpose. Let's finally talk about moving. To perform a move action, cover it with an inspiration token. You must perform the entire action, and there must be free space in the chakra. You get to choose the order that energy is moved, which is the whole puzzle. The actions are pretty straightforward. Move 1 energy down 3 chakras, move 2 energy up 1, and so on. The final action is to discard 1 alleviated negative energy. Choose an energy from the bag and place it on a top bubble. If you're out of inspiration tokens, meditate to retrieve them. After this, blindly draw another meditation token to peek at another plenitude token. Once a player has harmonized 5 chakras, play continues until everyone has had the same number of turns. Flip the plenitude tokens to reveal their values and score each of your harmonized chakras. Add 1 point for each alleviated negative energy. Finally, award 2 points to the player with the most consecutive harmonized chakra, beginning with the red courage space at the bottom. Nobody actually wins or loses. Instead, check the plenitude chart in the manual to see what your score says about you. Draft crystals, manipulate them in order to be the first to harmonize 5 chakras, and watch out for negative energy. That's chakra. Including setup and takedown, chakra lasts around 35 minutes once you know what you're doing. Set aside 45 minutes for your first game. 2 players could play on a coffee table. 3 or more should stick to dining tables. This doesn't take up much space, though the boards are tall. There's no reading, just the matching of icons, and math is simple endgame scoring. You'll need to plan a bit, and you could get yourself stuck. This could trip up or even frustrate some kids, but I think experienced 7-year-old gamers will be fine. In our 5th game of Chakra, Grandma had an early lead, but I managed to harmonize not long after. Dad was close, but poor Mom didn't harmonize until the 5th round. Soon, me, Grandma, and Dad all had 4. The race was on. I triggered the end and ended up tied with Grandma for first. Nice job, Grandma. I really like that you cover your actions, taking away options as you play. You have to be clever, or else you'll find yourself needing to meditate more often than you like. Meditating doesn't just free up your tokens, allowing players to peek at a token so they know which chakra to harmonize? Nice! If you've locked your tokens, meditating isn't going to help you. This system works so well. Despite the luck of the draw, the Crystal Draft offers options. How likely is it that you won't have any to move and you won't need the ones that are available? If that does happen, hopefully you can mitigate things by trading in negative energy. For a late game, it's surprisingly thinky. There's next to no downtime because your available actions are in front of you and shrink after each turn. The game length feels right. This has a unique theme, although you don't feel like you're meditating or anything. It's really beautiful and colorful, although colorblind people might want to skip this. As good as this is with 3, and I really like it with 4, I actually don't like it with 2. The turns are as quick as other player counts, but the game feels slower because crystals don't refresh as often. When we first saw Chakra at Falcon 2019, we were interested because of how it looks. The rules were simple, allowing us to jump right into the game. It wasn't long before we realized this wasn't like most light, pretty games. We actually had to think and plan. I don't quite love Chakra, but it's close. This is one of my surprises of last year. I strongly recommend fans of games with a mix of tactics and strategy check this out.